Arrowhead Hill, California Memorial Stadium in Berkeley. We're here for Week 5 of EA Sports College Football. It's the Wake Forest Demon Deacons and the Cal Golden Bears. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, I did talk to Coach Dicker before this game. This will be an important showcase for his linebacker. He understands this is hard to come back to a place you transferred out of last season. He knows so many guys on the team, but he's talked to him and said, listen, just focus on our team, your new teammates. Don't let this noise get into your head. We'll see how he's able to respond. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. The Golden Bears headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Wake Demon Deacons offense will go on the attack first. And this junior wide receiver is a focal point in their passing attack. He is a guy who is reliable and can be dangerous if he gets a chance.
And there was times during the week when we were texting. We have a group text for these games every single week. And we talk about different guys. And this receiver, we were like, is the tape in fast motion? Like, this dude is flying out wide. Like, this is a guy that legit has that take the top off the defense speed, elite speed. Palmer, this is a guy that defenses, and talking to the coaches, they are extremely worried about.
Yeah, the D coordinator in this game told us he just hasn't slept much this week, knowing how fast this guy is and just how he can score any given play. And they've got to do a really good job in this one communicating, understanding where he is, but making sure there is at least one safety playing deep, because you know this guy is going to get his opportunities deep down the field.
They'll need 3 yards here on 3rd down to keep this opening drive alive. Got it, looking for a first. Across the 45. And the explosive play, and they're on the move all the way to the 44. The Demon Deacons moving quickly to the line.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
They'll send the back in motion. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. Quickly complete. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyler. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it. And the Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Makes the catch. Open space at the 25. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Made the grab and took it on in for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
Really nice job by the quarterback getting through his progression. He wanted to throw that football down the field, but nobody was open. He never forgot about his running back, running the swing route, spitting it out to the perimeter, and letting him do the rest for a touchdown.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. The Golden Bears offense, who will go to work for the first time in this one. Kyon Grave coming off a game of nearly 100 yards and a couple of scores. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. Got a little grass. He moves the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 33.
And obviously it's still early in this football game, but after giving up a touchdown on the first drive, then coming out, like the worst thing you can do as an offense is go 3 and out and put your defense right back on the field. So that was a big 3rd down to kind of settle them down and give them some more opportunities.
He's knocked down, short game, maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Fires to the big fella. They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
And the Golden Bears are moving quickly down the field. That's caught. It's Valentine. Crosses. Caught, and he's got room. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a 1st down.
And that's a good lesson for quarterbacks out there. When you're throwing to your running backs, if you get it to them early and they've got some space around them, they can do damage. And that's exactly what happened there. These guys are trained to be great once they have the ball in their hands. He makes people miss. He shows you the speed, and it's a big chunk play in the pass game.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or 2.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Setting up for the extra point and the top. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. So an 82-yard drive there, and they finish it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Handoff from the gun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Guys, they're really starting to find a rhythm in conference play now. They'll try to keep it going through the rest of this ACC slate.
I think it's really important because they're building confidence early in the season. There were a lot of expectations on this team to play well, and they've been doing that. Obviously, David, they've got bigger challenges ahead.
Yeah, and the conference play, obviously you want to see that continue to grow. The confidence, the familiarity with each other within, obviously, is a lot of time that's a big deal. The rivalries that come with it. So, great start, a lot of positive momentum built for this squad.
It's complete to the right. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the 1st down. They have it at the 36. The Demon Deacons come to the line with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Daniels. Might have a chance. Ridden out of bounds at the 45, a big play for this offense.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Taken in by Smith on the right side. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. With the draw, it's Daniels. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
They go play action with Lopez. Makes the catch across the 25. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. And the Demon Deacons want to crank the tempo. Throwing, Lopez. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Lopez wants to fire. Here comes the heat. This time he's got his man. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
These third downs are so critical in deciding the outcomes of football games, especially when you start to get closer to the end zone. You drill it, you practice it. This offense needs to be dialed in, needs to be in rhythm, and needs to execute on this third down.
And he gets it inside the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 9, where it'll be 1st and goal. On the doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Gets the back moving. They want to throw it. Looking to get it in. Touchdown, Wake. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. You want to keep your offense on the field, wear down the defense, put that tape on and show it in a clinic. That's the way it's done.
And as a defense, man, there's nothing more demoralizing. You can handle it when you give up 3, but to give up the touchdown at the end of a long drive, you're already exhausted. You've already been punked the whole way down the field. Man, that's frustrating.
And he takes this from inside the 5. To get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he stopped. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. He'll get a fresh set down, stopped at the 31-yard line. We've reached the end of the quarter, and Wake Forest has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. Might as well give it to him again. Not a lot of daylight. He gets 1 to the 32. Both these teams just outside the top 25 and really needing to win a game like this to vault their way into the rankings.
And it's just amazing winning a game like this, what it can do for your program, right? Recruiting, your confidence. Everything is better when you've got the number beside your name. And, David, one of these two teams is going to get that number if they pull out the win.
No doubt, and you continue to start the season off and build, right? Because you started with preseason, and you start with getting into the year, and now you're starting to build and build and build and build that momentum. Getting a win against a really good team, finding out who you are, can set the tone for your season.
And I think one thing people don't take into account is not all fourth downs are created equal. Like, right, this is a shorter fourth down. You're on your side of the field. You're down. You're trailing in the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. On fourth down, trying to find his man. He's got it. First down and more. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Oh, and I love that play call on fourth down. You know, the entire defense was zoning in on that running back, thinking he was maybe going to get a handoff, but they're able to sneak and leak him out of the backfield. Behind the defense, he makes the catch and keeps the drive alive.
and that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Valentine. They'll get him on the ground after a pickup of 3 to the 28. After a good pickup on the run, it's second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move.
Well, ball security doesn't just apply to running backs and receivers. QB's got to keep 2 hands on the ball as well. And they're very lucky after that fumble that the offense jumped on.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. That one comes out hot down the right side. Intercepted. Oh, what a play. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And when it's 3rd and so long, it's very predictable. I'm bringing more DBs on the field. I'm bringing more speed. I know you're going to pass the football. Offenses have to be aggressive. They have to take shots. They did it there. The defense makes the big play.
Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Could be an alley. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
They'll ride the hot hand. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
The play fake, Gio Lopez. Tight end finds a soft spot. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Lopez can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win, and David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got him downfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. After that last big gainer, they'll put it in play. 1st and 10 from their own 49. Wants to throw it again. He's got him. Still running at the... Makes the catch, and he's free. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. And the Golden Bears with the 1st and 10. In the red area, it's Valentine. And he get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. Now Wake Forest will stop the clock and use their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this third down play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Trying to pick it up on the ground. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Golden Bears. Looking for the time with the extra point. And the extra point was good to finish things off. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
And wings it incomplete.
Well, it's a nice job by the quarterback getting the ball out of his hands quickly on that RPO. He saw something he liked, just not on the same page with his receiver.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Here's Lopez to throw. Bringing the heat. Oh, and he took a shot as he threw that one away.
And here's a great example of living to play another day. QB in the pocket, nobody open, throw it out of bounds.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. Lopez to pass. On the run, fires downfield. Another incompletion on third down.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And then all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Cal's offense headed out onto the field to start this drive. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. Running it to the right. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and that's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
The Demon Deacons use their second timeout. They'll have one left. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he's not going to take the touchback. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Wake Forest ready to get things going as the offense is on the field. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. The Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Open on the right side, that's Smith. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update. And the Demon Deacons will kick it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Holly, what did you find out coming out of halftime?
Catching up with the Cal Bears head coach at the half. He says this all the time, but the team that holds on to the football and rushes the best usually wins the game, and that's what this team has done in the first half. The running back has been terrific. Great ball security and offense now taking the field. They expect to continue that dominant run game here on offense to start the third. Guys, back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Hauls it in. Man, sometimes he's like trying to wrap up a ghost. He's out to the 27.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the 1st down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. There's the pressure. Working that left side now. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the 1st down marker. Going to get a stoppage here as there's an injured Cal Bear on the field. That is their freshman offensive lineman, and boy, they hope this isn't too serious. Holly Rowe will keep an eye on that. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Picked off, and this one could go all the way back. The 10. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown, Wake Forest.
And this defense comes up with another big play, man. They get the pick 6. They get the mistake. They've been flying all over the field, playing well with their hair on fire, Palmer, forcing some turnovers, really doing a good job of confusing this QB.
Yeah, and on offense for the quarterback, you've got to stop with the turnovers. Now, obviously, turnovers lose you games. When you allow...
Oh, they blocked the extra point. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
The quarterback just lost track of the play clock, didn't get the snap off quickly enough. Looking to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense, a complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. This offense has it with really good field position. Bringing it, it's a fumble. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
What a real good job by the defense defending the RPO. I got to defend the run. I got to defend the pass, make the QB take off, and then get a stick on him, play physical, got him to cough up the football. Great job by the defense playing their responsibilities and forcing the turnover.
Rush is on him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
This defensive end is an animal. He already has 2 sacks, and we're only in the 3rd quarter. I'd move him around a little bit more defensively so that the offense has no idea where he's lining up. Because right now, man, he is feasting.
Complete. And he was knocked down immediately. Very short pickup on that one.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. The Golden Bears will bring the punt team onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Fields to punt and try to pick up some yards. The pursuit and coverage was there, and they swarmed him under for no gain. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, "You dropped it? You didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David."
No, that's not what he said. He said, "You're doing a great job. Just keep your head up." Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
Got a man. Still on his feet at the 45. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable. Really putting this offense in a good position.
From the gun, 3rd down, Gio Lopez. Got his man in the middle. Ripping off a good chunk inside the 25, and they're set up with a first down. The Demon Deacons look to keep this drive humming. Here's Gio Lopez to throw. He's got him in the flat. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the backfield. He's got some speed and wheels himself to run with them. And, yeah, the running back made the catch, but he went right down to the ground. Really nice job that time by the linebacker.
Lopez wants to fire. Swings it out to his running back. Breaks a tackle, and he might go. Now the... takes it to the 11.
And that's a nice job by the offense. Man, I love when offenses can go 5 wide, spread the formation, find the matchup they want. And this time, it's the running back turned wide receiver. They get him the football, and he does the rest and gets upfield. But nice job spreading the formation and really making the defense make a decision.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the...
And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
Well, the defense basically played that one perfectly, right? Against the RPO, they did a nice job staying back, hanging, watching the quarterback's eyes, and taking away any throw. And when he decided to try to keep the football and scramble...
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
That defender is a matchup nightmare for any offensive lineman to block. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He put it all on display on that sack.
Good, right down the boulevard. They double their lead up to 6 here in the third quarter.
How great is it to know that if you can get the ball down somewhere close to the 40-yard line on your opponent's side of the field, you're walking away with at least 3 points because this dude is automatic.
He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Here comes the Golden Bear offense ready to start this drive. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. The run inside. It's Valentine. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He is brought down, but man, what a job to find some running room and move the chains.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have...
Here's a little room there. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these two guys. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Got his man on the right. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a first down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out in front of his receiver to make an easy catch and then advance it.
Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
And the Golden Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Hey, when you speed quarterbacks up like this and you hurry their thought process, they're going to make mistakes. That was a mistake there. Throwing into double coverage, obviously not something you want to do. Could have been worse. Nice job by the defense.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And it's his 4th interception of the night. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. So the defense sets him up with that interception. Now a couple of first downs, maybe even punching a score, and they'll go home with the W. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Pulls it in. It's Carr.
Love the play call offensively because you've got the lead. The defense expects you to run the ball. You just did it the previous play, so there you dial up play action, set up an easy throw, and you keep the clock ticking.
They'll run the option. Makes a man miss. They'll give him maybe 1 on the play. It's down to the 20.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
And I like what this offense did, man. They stayed aggressive. They were trying to get the first down through the air. But here's the good thing now. You punt the football away. You trust your defense. You got the lead late in this football game. One more stop, and there's a good chance you get the W.
Oh, they're after him. He'll try to turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Demon Deacs. They add on another one, and they're about to push their record to 5-1.
And both sides of the ball late. Football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this 4th quarter.
Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it. It's Daniels. He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped with an explosive 22-yard run. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Guys, on Cal's sideline, I can see a developing situation with their quarterback and the coaches. Their QB has struggled here today with the turnovers, and there's a lot of conversation. They're showing him those mistakes on the film, trying to get him to see what he's missing. They want to get some confidence built back up in this quarterback, but right now he's shaking his head like, I've got this, I've got this.
Upstairs to make the catch. Turns on the Jets. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears. The Golden Bears with an answer. Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. If only it were always this easy for the offensive coordinators. One play, big chunk yardage, put points on the board just like that. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Demon Deacons offense makes its way out to start this drive. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. Around 4 minutes to play, tight game here, very likely a spot in the top 25 at stake. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you could tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Lopez from the gun on third down. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 26, and let's see if they bring out the punt team. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Here's the return. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. He's got it. It'll be a gain of 6. That's up 2nd and 4.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
The Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 2nd down, he'll throw it. And that one had some juice on it, but it's incomplete.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
And now with that play, for this offense, it's got to have it time. I'm going for it on 4th down. Obviously, a field goal does nothing, but I got 3 timeouts, and that is a good thing. Because I have those in my pocket, I can attack the whole field. I just got to focus in on the yardage to get this 4th down and move the sticks.
Trailing by a touchdown, this 4th down opportunity is gargantuan. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Makes a grab and room to run. And after the pickup, gets to the sidelines to stop the clock and keep this drive going as they try to save themselves late. And the Golden Bears will have it 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. Timeout taken now by the Golden Bears. That'll be their first. And now what will they come up with on this 2nd down play? Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Keep it on the ground. able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
Well, I understand they're trying to catch the defense off guard by running the football, expecting them to be in some kind of zone coverage, but you're trailing late in the game. You're going to have to throw to win it, and that's what I'd expect them to do on this next play.
3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the first here. And the deflection by the defense brings up 4th down.
And with that incompletion, man, it's go time. Like this offense, there's no more holding back. They've got to have this play. Trailing, they need a big play. Which one on that play call sheet is your go-to play in this moment when I gotta have it?
And here we go, down a score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
Nice job by this defense in a clutch moment. You knew they were going to throw the football. 4th down, great coverage, break on the football, force the incompletion, and more importantly, you get the ball back to your offense with a chance to just run this clock and get out of here with a win.
And he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Cal uses its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Now on the option. He'll keep it again on the option. Cal will use its final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us as the season marches on. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.